YouTube? So after getting 30 likes on my RL video, as promised, I'm bringing you guys my merchant guide, and it's actually made me quite a lot of cash. I'm up to probably like almost 30 mil bank now. Let's go on G, and I'll show you some of the items right now that I'm merching. But as you can see, I love merching PvP items, or not PvP, but Revenant items, like the Morgans, Zuriels, Vestas, Statius, and all that. I love merching. They just have outstanding margins. As you can see here, I buy them for 150k, sell them for 499k. Pretty much 500k. I just go a little GP, like 7 GP under 500k. Just go a little bit under. So you know that's like a 350k profit right there. 350k off just one item. That's pretty ridiculous. As you can see here, if I bought 3 of these, let's calculate this out. Just show you how much I made. I just got the other 10 and I just logged in today. And I said, you know, they'll sold so that way I'll have an example to show you guys that actually works. So 150k times 3. So we spent 450k on these. So we made 1 mil off just buying and selling these 3 Corrupt Morgans chaps. Boom. You get a free mil right there. I just got all these in today, so I'm going to sell these. Now these take about a day to sell, you know, like 10 of them. It is quite slow, but you know, after 10 of them, we make, let's see how much you make. Whoops, wrong button. Alright, so 10 times, you can buy 10 traps per 4 hours. So that's pretty cool. So it costs 1.5 mil. And if we were to sell them, that'd sell at 5 mil. So 5 minus 1.5. There you go, 3.5 mil profit every 4 hours pretty much. Sometimes they'll sell really good, like sometimes I'll sell them, you know, within a couple hours after buying them. You just do it all day, but usually it takes about 24 hours to flip these. So, you know, there's a 3.5 mil every day. You log in one day, you buy the chaps for 150k each, then once they buy, you log in like, you know, after you're done eating dinner at night, they should have bought. You put them back in for 500k, you sell them, boom, you wake up, free 3.5 mil. Now, I also do this with some other speech impediment there, with some other items like actually, you guys probably won't believe this, but they stopped selling. But I used to be able to merch mithril plate legs. Let's see if we can buy them after the friggin' double XP weekend. Though you can't do this anymore. But I'm assuming like give it like a month or two for all the mithril plate legs to be bought out. But I was doing a quest. Or not a quest, a clue scroll actually, and I couldn't buy any mithril plate legs. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So after putting it in for 30k, they finally came in. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna merch these myself. So I bought myself like 100 of them. So I think that's your limit for 4 hours, and I sell them for 50k each. I managed to sell like 150 of them for 50k each, and that's just crazy profit. I bought them for like 1.5k each. I was making bank off these things. I definitely suggest, yeah, see, just after the fucking double XP weekend, there's so many of these that were made. I'd give it like a month or two, then you can come back and try them, but definitely look at clue scroll items, because people, you know, a lot of the clue scroll items nobody uses, like mud pies, like, you don't use them for anything else, so people will pay out the ass to get those, and just because there's not a lot of them in the GE, I was actually surprised by mithril plate legs. I don't know what the fuck was up with that. I should like took a picture or something. But I made a lot of money off them. It's really weird. There's just none of them in the GE, so they're selling for like 50k a pop. So if anybody bought them at the plate legs for 50k, then you probably bought them from me. But definitely look at clue scroll items like that you need for the emote clues, especially ones that there's not a lot in the GE. Like mud pies usually have like a good 2-3k margin, which is amazing. Then what I also do is I go to this friend chat called Flip Chat 1. Oh, that's some. And right here, in here, you can ask for price checks. They mostly just do God Wars items, except for next items, Spectral Spirit Shields, and that's pretty much it. But you can make it amazing margins here. Let's get a PC. I'll probably pause the video, buy something, pause the video, sell it, and then show you guys how much you can make. So let's see, PC Armor Helm. Let's see how much. See how much we make. While that buys, I'll talk about other items. Another great items for smaller stuff, if you don't have the cash, you know, you don't have like 5-6 mil to merch these big God Wars items, definitely go for brackish blades, black masks, dark bows. What else do I usually merch? Rakish Blade, Dark Bows, Black Mass, both the 10 and the uncharged one. Like there's 10 charge and uncharged. Those are my main money makers for smaller items. Also do Amulets of Ranging are usually great. And then I usually do God Wars items. And here we go. Here's our price check. So I think that's supposed to be a 3 because who would merch for that much of a loss. So, you know, Arma Helm, he says 3.5, 2 mil. So I'm all the helmet, full helmet. There we go. So 3,500. Now you're not supposed to undercut the prices, but to tell you the truth, nobody's gonna know it. So I just undercut and buy it for a little bit more, just so I get my item quicker. So as is 3.525 mil, I'm gonna put it in for 3.53 mil. We're going to sell it for 3.8 mil, which is a good, you know, almost 300k profit margin off one Armaldi helm. And you can do 4 of these every hour. See, the problem is now that you only can do 4 every hour, you can't buy and sell to reset your limit. So if you just test with one, you're only technically making profit off 2 helms, which limits you to a 600k profit margin. But with this, I can make 1.2 mil every 4 hours by using this French chat because I don't have to PC the items. Also, if you go to Google and then you type in flip chat 1, it will bring, I know you can't see this, but it's the first result. It's their RuneScape forum page, and right here, this will tell you what item stats, like the short abbreviations if you want to ask them. This is all the items they do. They do Bandos, all the Bandos items, all the items, all the subjugation items, Robin Hood hat, Ranger boots, Whipvine, Hiss, Sardome, Hiss, and Merman, and Spectral Spirit Shield. But if you go to the last page of this, I usually have an updated price check of, you know, you'll have to look at the time of the day, but as you can see, this one was just like an hour ago, and these are all the updated prices. You can use these if nobody's in the French chat telling you PCs. But I'll just leave this in here, wait for it to buy, and once it buys and sells, I will show you guys. So see you guys then. Alright YouTube, so what you guys are going to see here is just a few pictures I took of the merch I did when I went to class. I asked the prices, had the price down, put the offers in, went to class, came back, all the items bought. It was, I think, I merched the Spectral and the Armaldi helm. And then once I bought it, I had another class, like, you know, an hour after that class, so I put them in the G, left in there for the sell prices, came back after my next class, and would you know it, they sold. I made about 500k profit in like 2-3 hours. It was probably like 3.5 hours. But, you know, I didn't have to play to make that. I just left it there. You can do this with, like, all the items. And if you, like, do this with so many items, like, do Armaldi helm, Bandos chestplates, Bandos tassets, multi-plate, Armaldi chain skirt. If you do all those and you fill up your GE slots, you can easily make, like, 2 mil a session just by doing that. So, you know, fill up those GE slots with items, leave them in there, go, like, to a class, go do something else. You know, if you don't want to play RuneScape or whatever. Come back a few hours, they'll put them back in, you know, go do something else again, come back, and boom, there you go. You just made yourself free money, and they're actually decent profit margins. So just to recap, use FlipChat1 to find PCs on God Wars items. Remember, you can Google their name, FlipChat1, all one word, in Google, and the first link will be to a RuneScape forum post, and that's their page where they'll show you what items they give PCs on, and their latest PCs if you go to the end of the thread. And then remember to try to find items that are obscure, that, like, there's not a lot in the GE, like Mithril Plate Legs, they weren't buying. So, you know, I bought a bunch at mid. It took them a few days to buy, but they eventually bought, but then I sold them for 50k each. You know, 150k investment turned into, like, 5 mil for me. It was crazy. So find those, like, items that, you know, people want. There's just not a lot in the GE, or they need for, like, clues, so they'll buy instantly at high prices. Definitely look at clue items. I find those work the best. Like, I also found another one today. I was looking at steel plate legs. You can buy those things for, like, or steel plate skirt, sorry. Buy those things for, like, 600 GP, and you can turn around and sell them for 4k each, just because there's none in GE, and if you buy them all at mid, you're pretty much keeping them all out of the hand, so people are forced to buy them for a high price. And that's because I was doing a clue on need steel plate skirt, and I was like, you know, I'm not waiting for this, I just want the item. So I put it in for like 10k, and it came in for 4k. So, you know, find items like that you can make huge profit margins on, and that's pretty much what merching is nowadays. Just all about profit margins. Really stay away from, like, the 10 items per 4 hours because you just really can't make cash on them anymore. Like declaws might get 50k margin, but 10 of them, you'd be lucky to make 500k in 4 hours, which is really bad when you can make like 300k off a Maldi helm that you can flip within hour or two. So yeah, that's why I had to say go for more of the 1 out 4 or 4 items per 4 hours. Those kind of items like the God Wars items, and just pretty much stuff that makes you bigger profit margin. Brackish blades usually make me great margins because they're crashing so much. Black mass and dark bows. So that does it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Peace.